Hey! Sup? Hey! What's up? Good evening! Hello everyone! Hi! Hi, nice to meet everyone once again! Finally! Hi! I'm finally home from the Philippines! Hi! Good evening, kababayan. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Pre, pasalubong ko, mamaya na yun! Mamaya na yun, kakawin ko lang. Yun agad yung nahanap nyo? Arigato! Tekito! The Vtuber. Thank you for the super chat. Man, I missed seeing the super chats. Thank you very much. This is the music you hear when you can't decide which move to make in a card game like Shadowverse. I don't know what that is, but okay. Thank you though. Thank you. I miss the piss poor internet of PLDT. My. Thank you. Thank you everyone. Thank you PLDT for greeting me once again. I had like the terrible internet earlier as I landed on the PH. Like, oh my god, I miss this internet. This constant crashing on my browser. Yeah, I kind of missed that one. The great internet of PLDT. The Philippines internet is so great. Saan na kiss namin? Wait lang. Namiss ko na yung mga anak ko! Mga anak ko talaga namiss ko! Lapit kayo dito kay daddy. Punta kayo dito kay daddy. Come on, come closer to daddy. Come on. Come close to daddy. I missed every single one of my children. Tangina nyo! Ba't di kayo pumasok sa aking bagahe? Ngayon tuloy, kinalimutan ko kayo. Tangina nyo? Ha? Hindi kasi kayo kasi! Dami nyo masyado! Chocolates nyo. Oh, wait. Okay, I don't know. I don't know if I should say this, but I have lots of stories from Canada. My god, lots of comparisons to Canada. Lots of stuff that I want to tell all of you. And it's related to some of the candies, but I'll talk about that later. So, first impressions of Canada. Really nice. Really nice. I mean, compared to the Philippines, of course. It's way better there. It's way better. If you want comparisons right now, I'm just gonna say Canada is way better. Not because it's first world, but because of the environment there. And before I go deeper into the stream, I would like to say thank you once again for welcoming me back home to the Philippines. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate every single one of you. And I am finally back. And of course, I will be having some announcements later on in this video because this August is nearing, actually, my anniversary. My anniversary for this channel. And I would like to say that I will be publishing 2 very special videos this month. Yes, 2 very special videos. And it will be a cover. Are you excited about that? Hi Aza, welcome to the stream. Hi. If you were here in the beginning, I'm sorry I didn't see you. But I will be preparing 2 special covers this August. Hey! There we go! The day has come. The day has finally come when you finally heard Kamiya singing for real. For real? But the first one's gonna be a little bit of a joke, but you'll get it. Okay? The anniversary upload will be something very special. I'm sure a lot of you, since the very beginning, has been anticipating me to sing this. And I won't say what it is, but it is what it is. That's my special announcement for this month's August. What? Larawang Kupas cover? I don't know what that is. Filipino covers probably in the future, but I'm focusing more on the things that I want to cover. So it may or may not be English or Japanese. Who knows, right? Who knows? It's a good cover. It's a good cover. I've been listening to it nonstop. Japanese? Yes, it is Japanese. I'll be singing Japanese, and one I think that's gonna be a surprise. Okay, that's gonna be a surprise. One Japanese and one something-ish. You're just gonna have to wait. That's gonna be a special for this August. And I think I'll be uploading it next week. Yeah, I'll be uploading it by next week or by Sunday. Yeah, I'll be uploading my first solo cover, my shitpost cover by Sunday. It's not totally serious, but you'll get what I mean, okay? By Sunday probably. I'll be uploading my first cover. Sana all. Sa mina. Sa kung gusto nyo talaga kumanta, practice na ng practice na sa. Practice na kayo ng practice. Kasi, alam nyo ba, mahirap talaga kumanta kaya dinedicate ko talaga ang buhay ko para kumanta. Ng mga ilang buwan kaya ako nag-training pagkatapos ng ano. After like Mr. Music, I decided to like dedicate myself into practicing singing. And boom. Two covers this month. And one's a shitpost and one is totally serious. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. ISCP? Him? No, it's not. I don't even know what that is. I landed in the Philippines and I see these ISCP things. I thought it was like a SCP kind of thing, like secure, contain, and protect kind of thing, like the game or the lore or the stories, but no, it's a totally different thing. Damn, what happened in the Philippines? I just landed here and you got the craziest shit going on. But anyway, back to the Canada stories. So, first impressions of Canada, very nice. You know, I was actually warned by my relatives in Canada that, hey, it's gonna be really hot there. It's gonna be 40 degrees. And I need to wear like totally light clothing. And you know what? Since I've been to different countries, I'm like, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Your 40 degrees is our 80 degrees in the Philippines. There's no way you're gonna top up the Philippines. No way. No way. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Maki. Thank you. Thank you with the hearts. Thank you. Love you too. Love you too, darling. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. And by the way, if you guys are saying that Canada or America or any other country is hotter than the Philippines, I dare you. I dare you. It's ×2 of that. So, being ballsy as I am, I decided to wear like light clothing. I wore like long sleeves and everything. And okay, let's test out this heat, shall we? And apparently it's not even that hot. Are you serious? It's so cold out there. You're 40 degrees and people are like fainting. I mean, it's serious. People are like fainting left and right because of the heat. But it was so cold. Your temperatures are so different. You say it's cold, pero para sa akin, for me, it's still cold as fuck. Okay? It's still cold as fuck. Like, it's so hot. Yo, if in the Philippines, it's nothing compared to that. And believe me, it's so hot. There's like humidity in all of that. It's not sticky, it's just dry heat. It's just dry heat. They're just hot but has cool breeze. Us is like hot breeze and sticky everywhere and hot everywhere. My god. You guys are overestimating the amount of heat in Canada, but in reality, Philippines is way hotter. And by the way, did you know, to those who are living in the Philippines right now, they don't have any masks. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? I was like full on mask mode when I went to the airport. I landed on the airport and then, of course you would land on the airport. Where else would you land? I landed on the airport. I was like prepared for everyone wearing masks, but as soon as I landed, everyone started taking off their masks. Like they had like a deep sigh of relief. Like, what the hell? What the hell aren't you guys gonna get sick? But one of our relatives came to pick us up. Hey, actually, Canada is optional when it comes to masks. And really? I can feel normal now! So I finally took off my mask. I could show everyone my beautiful face. And then, I feel so normal! Finally! Finally! After 3 years of wearing a mask, I could finally walk outside confidently with my face going around everywhere and showing everyone my face. Like, look at me. Look at me. I'm not wearing a mask like y'all losers out there in the Philippines. You Filipino people, oh my god, you guys are missing out on maskless. We are so clean. No, yeah. I kind of wish that we would revert back to being maskless, you know? Because as soon as I came back to the Philippines, like, I have to put on the mask again? Oh man, that sucks. That sucks so bad. But yeah, Canada is so clean. Like, everyone is sanitary, and by their logic, everyone has a common sense to sanitize themselves now, you know? They're well educated, they know their stuff, they know their manners, so they need to prevent anything from happening ever again. They made countermeasures, and the people learned, and ergo they are now safe for the public to use. Ergo the maskless thing. I want mask-free too. Me too. Me too. I wish. PH could never, I swear, we could never. We are in like the reading comprehension levels. I think the reading comprehension levels of the Philippines is like way below standard. I doubt we would ever listen to the government. I doubt we would ever listen to any of the protocols that the government or any of our friends or peers are telling us to do. Like, okay. And when it comes to garbage, by the way, if you don't sort out your garbage, I learned this the hard way. If you don't sort out your garbage, you will be fined with $2,000. 2,000 Canadian dollars. If you don't properly designate your trash to the correct catalog or category of trash, you'll be fined with 2,000 Canadian dollars. And that, you wouldn't want that happening now, would you? And I was like, yo, don't do that. There's cameras everywhere. If you throw that trash over in the non-recyclables, you will literally pay a fine. They will track you down. Jesus, Canada is way too strict in my opinion. It's too strict, but that's given why. Given why they have thrived to become the best country that there is right now, as of now, is because of their strict nature and how they're following the procedures. So did you pay? No. I almost paid, okay? I took it the hard way because I actually had to like pick up the trash from inside the bin. Like, oh no. Cameras, see this? I picked it up again. I'm gonna put it in the right bin this time. I put my hand in the bin, like, okay, I got it. I got the one that I threw away. I'm gonna put it back to where I am gonna. You know, I thought it was like trash is supposed to be in trash, you know? No one would care. But actually, people in Canada care a lot. It's like in Japan. You have to fold your cardboards before you actually throw them away. So, yeah, and you don't just throw away, you know those waste food? Yung mga tira? The waste food, the leftover food? Yeah, those. You don't just throw them away. You throw them in the compost. You have a compost in your apartment, and then you have to put them in a separate trash can. Yeah, that's how first world country works, okay? Philippines, if you're watching right now, the president probably, who knows? Officials, if you're watching this, you better learn from Canada. From my experience, this is what it feels like to be in a first world country.
We are so clean in this country. We do not want any bacteria going on.
Kanin baboy daw. Kanin baboy. No, I don't think they would even feed those kinds of things to the pigs, you know? Because we wouldn't want any of those contaminants, those toxic food waste, going into any of our pigs, is what the Canadians are thinking. They're feeding them with pure foods, you know? Pure generated foods for pigs, actually, but not kanin baboy that's made from our waste, okay? Canada and other first world countries are probably thinking like that. And a lot of things more that I want to compare to the Philippines, other than the way they throw things, other than they handle things, I guess it would be the people too, you know? Do you guys know that in the Philippines, there's actually a lot of shy people here? You know? Because as a country, we are like conservative. We don't interact that much. We are like shy types. We are like pabebe. Pabebe tayo mga Pinoy. Kaya I was so shocked when I was in Canada. Everyone was so talkative. Everyone was like talking and talking. And when I was like in an Uber, I could talk to the Uber driver non-stop because I like holding conversations. I like talking to people. And when I talk to people and they respond back, I feel like good emotions. I feel so positive. But in the Philippines, whenever I talk to the driver, magandang umaga po. Magandang umaga po. And then, and they shut up. They just don't talk at all. Like, my god. I had like the most awkward conversation ever when I was in the Philippines, when I went back to the Philippines. So it was like a total huge shift. Okay, so when I was like in the Uber in Canada, I was like, talking. Yeah, I had a pretty good time in Canada, you know. I'm a tourist and all that. Yeah, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. And he told his stories and I lived here for 5 years. And then really? And blah blah blah. He told his life story. But here in the Philippines, when I got back, I tried doing the same fucking thing. Like, magandang umaga sa inyo. Good morning. How was your day? Kamusta araw niyo? Okay lang. And then just complete silence, nothing else. I tried talking. I tried to like make the situation not awkward by asking, maulan ba ngayon? And oo, maulan. It was so embarrassing. My God, that is the last time I'll ever be. That is the last time I will ever be talkative inside a Grab in the Philippines. Like, I swear, I'm not talking anymore. I'm not gonna subject myself into like awkward silence after that conversation starter. I'm like trying to converse here. At least talk to me back. Come on, I like talking to people. But seriously, I felt way more comfortable talking to people in Canada, you know, because I like talking and I'm a talkative person despite my introverted nature, you know. I am an introvert, yes. I sometimes like not talking to people at times, you know. I enjoy my own space. But when I talk, I really enjoy talking, you know. It's like a half-half sort of thing. I like interacting with people. I hope you guys are like too. See, I feel you. See, people are like me. People are like me. Not all. When you guys interact, you feel the moment. Like, see, I'm talking. You get to share your feelings and all that. My God. It felt so nice talking to people that isn't awkward. Grab drivers out there, if you are watching right now, Grab drivers, if any of you are like Grab drivers or in general drivers, and you guys have like a total silence, ask about how their day was going, you know? It's weird, I know, like, kamusta araw mo pare? That's so fucking weird. Nobody asks that in the Philippines. Everyone is like, saan kayo punta? Where are you going? Even though I already put the fucking thing in the GPS, everyone's still asking that. But whatever, you know? Whatever. It's a Philippines thing. Don't be awkward, you know? Everyone should be open. Everyone should stay friends. everyone, everyone, everyone. And yeah, basically that's it. And oh, by the way, I went to like a lot of places too. I went to a lot of places, and they're honestly way better than the United States ever. Yeah, it's way better. Yeah, see, in a scenic sense, you know. For me, United States is like getting pretty stale, you know, because I've been seeing the same thing. Universal Studios, Hollywood. I've been to Disney. I've been there. I wanted to see more. I want to see more. Big trees, the forest of big trees. I've seen those. But in Canada, everything is pure snow. My god, it's summer there. It's summer. There's like no snow. There is no snow in Canada, by the way. It was summer when I went there. So it's basically hot. But when we went to the mountains, it was like all snow. It was still cold. Even though it's summer, everywhere still has like snow. Snow nagbaon ka? No, it would melt, you idiot. It would melt. I would not put snow in my backpack. You know, snow is like shaved ice. Believe me or not, to those who have not touched snow before, it's like shaved ice. It's just shaved ice. It's not soft, it's not anything else, it's just shaved ice. Believe me. Oh, Elena Crystal, thank you for the super chat. Thank you, I appreciate you. Love you, darling. Thank you. Welcome home, Kamiya-sama. Saan pasalubong? Later, I will get to that part. Later, I will get to that part. The pasalubong, I will get to that part later. I'll get to that part later. So, for now, I'm talking about the scenes that I've been through. So, let me just scroll back and have a trip down to memory lanes, because a lot of things happened. A lot of things happened. So, I'm just gonna share in a little secret with you. I was in Whistler. Do you guys know Whistler? Do you guys know Whistler, Canada? Because Whistler, Canada is... Oh wait, let me change the background music. Let me change the background music because this is gonna be so sinister. It's so fucked up. It happened right as we went there, okay? It's so fucked up. It happened where we were like hanging out, and there's this fucking event that happened. There was a shooting that happened in Whistler. Oh my god. Let me share this one. Let me find the image. Whistler. Wait, yeah, it was a shooting. It was an actual shooting that happened. Like 3 people were killed? Yeah. Like damn, 3 people were killed, and we were up in the mountain. Oh my god, we heard people. Jesus. So I'm gonna show you guys an image of where it actually happened. So wait, let me change the background music because it doesn't actually match what's happening right now. 3. Okay. So here's the story that happened on that day. Okay. Okay, wait, let me okay. So, let me just put this in the desktop. And then share this image on. Okay. Okay. So, I got this off from Google, but this is what Whistler Village looked like. So, telling my story right now. Rest in peace to those who got involved, but I gotta tell this story. It's way too juicy for me to keep. And when is the date? Whistler shooting. When was the date? Okay. Oh no, it's too much. Oh my god, it's too much. Save image. Okay. So I don't know if I'm gonna get demonetized. I just got home and I'm already demonetized, so. Okay. Okay. Let me go back to the date of when it happened. Okay, it happened like 3 weeks ago. It happened like 3 weeks ago. On July 25th, 2022. So, we were there up in the mountains. Okay? Okay, before we went up to the mountains, I'm just gonna tell the whole story, okay? So, I and my whole family are like taking a nice hike, you know? Taking a nice hike down this very beautiful, very, very populated and very bustling part of the village. And we thought that maybe hiking would be a great idea. Yes. We thought hiking would be a great idea because, you know, there's snow and it would be a great opportunity for us to get our call back since when we were like a child. But back when we were children, you know? Because back when I was a child, we were actually at Whistler and we experienced skiing. We actually went to Whistler before when I was still 10 years old, or I don't remember. But it was filled with snow and hey, let's go back to Whistler. Hey, hi Shushi, welcome to the stream. I'm telling a very tragic story in what happened to us, or what happened to the people in Whistler back when we were like enjoying our trip. So there was like this commotion, blah 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 blah. Okay, so we thought that maybe going to this area, going to this village would be a great idea. And it was actually great. We had fun, we had lots of food, we ate food there, we enjoyed. And it was honestly the most fun experience that I've ever had, you know? Hiking, walking, greeting people, buying souvenirs and all that. And seeing the snow once again. And it felt really great. You know? There was actually also signs where you could say that there's bears. You could see you might see a bear. There might be bear sightings. There might be bear sightings, so you should be careful. So we were really careful about the bear, you know? Black bears are really common in Canada, so in the Canadian forests, so we were really, really careful. And we kept an eye for that. So we just marched up the mountains, but we never knew that this thing would happen. We never knew that the shooting would occur. We went up the mountain. You know, nag-enjoy lang kami dyan. You know, yan, snow. We were hiking up for like 45 minutes. And then we got so tired because once you go up the mountain, it's like very high, very low pressure area. So there's barely any oxygen. So we decided to like take a break and then go down. And then suddenly there's this ranger that was like hurrying for some fucking reason. He wouldn't say why. He wouldn't say why he was worrying. He was hurrying or doing anything. He was like hurrying. Like he had something, he was so worried about something. Okay? And don't worry, he's not a shooter, but he's like he's a person, he's an employee who worked in the Whistler village. So he convinced telling people the rides are shut down. The rides are shut down, okay? You can't go up to the gondola anymore, you can't go anywhere. You can't go up the mountain anymore, okay? It's too dangerous. You need to go down. Like, okay, and then okay, I guess the trip is over, guys. We're gonna have to go down now. So we went down, and then as soon as we were like having speculation, huh? I wonder why it's shut down. It's early in the morning, you know. It's still early in the morning. It's like 11 a.m., you know. I wonder why they closed it so early. Yeah, we were safe. We were safe. Okay, don't worry. No worries. And condolences to the families that were affected. And so we were going down the mountain, and then we were surprised. Everyone was like leaving. Why? Why is everyone leaving? Why is everyone leaving? Oh, I probably bet it was the rides, you know? Probably some technical difficulties and all that. Technical difficulties. And probably they have to do some emergency maintenance, or they saw some bears or something. But no. My mom, like, immediately got out of the lodge. Because there was like a lodge. There was like a lodging. There was like a camp there before you go up to the mountain. So she got out of the lodge, and she rendezvoused with us. And then she said, "Yo." My mom didn't say yo, but but my mom said, "There was a shooting down at the village. There was a shooting down at the village, and everyone heard gunshots." Like, what? How the hell did... What? They're shooting down in the village? And how many people... Is everyone alright? And... we don't know that yet. So we had to ask the employee again. We had to... is everything alright? There was like a shooting happening. Nonchalantly say there was a shooting down. There was a shooting down at the village, and we're evacuating everyone in the vicinity. We're shutting down everything. And like, oh my god, there was a shooting, and there was like, you know, those megaphones going around in every corner of the lodge, of every building. There's like an announcement like, "Please, I would like to say blah blah blah. There has been a shooting, but I'd like to remain calm, blah blah blah," and all of that. Like, what? I was like panicking, like, oh my god, did they catch the shooter? Did they catch it? And they say, so far, not yet. So far, they haven't caught the shooter yet. And then they say it might be gang related. And then, oh my god. So we were so tense throughout the hiking, because we don't know where this shooter is. There's this shooter roaming around. There's this shooter roaming around the village, and we don't know where the other one is hiding, you know? There's like police everywhere. There's like cop cars and all of that. Yes, there are actually gangs in Canada. So this is a different story, but before we went to Whistler, there was actually another gang-related activity in Chinatown. So we were like visiting, hey, let's buy some cheap stuff in Chinatown, you know? Because we're Filipino and all that. And we went to visit the Chinatown, and as soon as we left the train, as soon as we left the LRT, the MRT or something in equivalent to the PH, we left the train, and then we got down. Immediately, someone was being arrested. Someone was getting arrested. And oh my god, someone was getting arrested. The weed is a different story. The weed is a totally different story. So I'll talk about that later. But anyway, we were like so tensed up in Whistler. We were up in the mountain, worried that this shooter might come out of somewhere and try to kill people, you know? Because we don't know if it's a targeted shooting or if it's like a regular shooting, basically. Like someone who has like problems to society, you know, Joker or something like that. But we were so worried about our lives, and we could not focus. We could not focus about our trip at all. We were like so tensed up. Yeah, it's scary. It's a really scary experience, you know? Because we could... You know, we were just here for a fun ride. Why is everything happening? As soon as we landed in Canada, everything just suddenly turns to shit, you know? Man, come on, I just want to enjoy Canada, bro. Jesus, even my bad luck catches up to me. Goodness gracious. And sooner or later, they finally caught the two gang-related murderers, and then they jailed him up for good, and then we were relieved. Thank goodness, thank God they caught the killers, the gang members and all that, you know. And unfortunately, there were victims, and condolences to the families. Condolences, rest in peace. None of us really expected this to happen. Really sorry about that. What on the bright side though, on the bright side of our trip, we were like, you know, the rides were shut down, but there were like our last few remaining ones, so we were lucky enough to catch those. We were lucky enough to catch those rides back to the other base of the mountain, because the other portion of the village was still a crime scene, so we had to go somewhere else. So we directed our attention to this other village that isn't like filled with crime scene or something. We went down there, and then we saw some bears. We saw some bears. Like, yo, you know, this trip may be depressing. Excuse me. This trip may be depressing, but we saw some fucking bears. We saw some bears, y'all, and yo, they were so cute. They were so cute. Okay, let's turn it back. Let's turn it back to non-depressing stuff. Non-depressing stuff. Let's go. Non-depressing, not depressing. I don't want to. And there we go. Not so depressing anymore. There. Bears. See, we're happy here. Enough with the sad stories, okay? Enough with that. Enough with that. I still have the weed story that I have to tell you later, but damn, the bears. The bears. Goodness, the bears. Wait, I think we caught a video of that. Okay? I think we caught a video of the bears. Where was it? Okay, let me just download it, okay? Because they sent me a video of it. Someone recorded it. We saw the same bears, but unfortunately we were like up the gondola, so it was like way down. And then some hikers saw the bears, saw these cute, cuddly bears with their two sons or daughters, the cubs. They're two cubs. They're two beautiful, lovely cubs. My God, it was so cute. Let me try and find it. I think they sent me on Messenger, you know? Wait, let me find the bears. Let me see the bears. Links. Media. Okay, let me find this one, okay? Let me find the bears real quick. Oh, there it is. Okay, I found the bears. Okay, let me just download this real quick. Okay, so these are the cute little bears. See that? See that? We saw those bears. Continue the chain. Bears. We bear bears. But the adaptation, see? But we got the cuter version though. We saw the cutest version ever. You know, we weren't able to like record it. But they were like playing on the sticks that the rangers were placing to like scare the bears, and they were playing with them. Golly. That was so cute. Thankfully though, we were able to catch that. Some of the people were able to catch that. My God, at least it was a good note. At least our trip ended in a good note, you know? It wasn't all scary. It wasn't all that terrifying. At least we got to see some bears, you know? I was at least expecting bears in the forest, you know? Because forests are so vast and big. Forests are so big. At least one bear. Just one bear at least. I want to see one bear. I was hoping for it back when we were still waiting on the bus. So our tour bus, elite bus, I think it was called, and we were like waiting for. Yeah, we were like waiting for bear sightings. Like, come on, give me some bears. Just give me some motherfucking bears already. I want to see some cute, cuddly bears at least once, you know? At least once. And I saw some bears at the end. Ang cute nila. Ang cute nila. Yeah, the bears were so cute. The cute. Let me try and show it again. Oh no, not that one. Oh no, not that one. Okay, I think I accidentally removed it. But damn, those cute cuddly bears. Cute cuddly bears. Goodness gracious. See those, see them. I want you guys to absorb the scenery, you know? Imagine if you were in my shoes, seeing bears for the first time in your life, like up close, like not up close, but in real life, those bears, like, majestic creatures, birthed by Mother Nature. Yeah, cute, but they can kill you though. Yeah, that's true. They can kill you without a heartbeat. That's why they had like warnings in Canada. They had like warnings specifically not to take selfies, okay? Always respect the animal. They can still kill you. They can still kill you. It doesn't matter if you have like the if it doesn't matter whether you think you can take them on, doesn't matter if they're like small. They can kill you, you know? Just because they're cute doesn't mean you can pet them or have any way, shape, or form get anywhere close to any of those, okay? Always take a precaution when dealing with wild animals. Because wild animals are fucking wild, okay? I saw once a rabid raccoon. You know Rocket Raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy? But this one was rabid. It was like bubbling out foam in back when I was still in America, you know? And it was like bubbling out some pretty gooey stuff down there, you know? It has rabies. It went rabid. Like, Arr! It's bad. Basically, treat any animal with respect because they aren't meant to be in contact with humans, you know? They in nature, they will literally kill you. So whether it's a squirrel or not, they will kill you. They will leave a nasty bite. You know, no matter how cute they look, they'll kill you. Otters are the cutest things in the world, you know, but they are still warned back in our place, you know, because our place in Canada has like a lakeside view to it. So if you look at the lake, there's like warnings, you know, if you see any wildlife, don't touch it. Don't touch it. They'll kill you. Pilot yung grrr. There, are you entertained? Are you not entertained, my children? But anyway, stay away from the animals. Okay, so I have this weird and bizarre weed story too. So, you know, in Canada, cannabis is actually legal. You know? Smoke weed every day. You know the weed? The good shit? The kush? You know that? You know that? The one that makes you high? Yeah, that one. That one. In Canada, it is actually legal. Yes, legal is weed in Canada. So this bizarre weed story isn't about me taking weed, but I'll get to that later. But, you know, it happened on a train. So I explained on Twitter what I encountered. So back when we were still going to our back when we were still going home, we had to use a train, you know, and there's this weird dude. There were two Scottish dudes, and there was like this Canadian dude. I don't want to say his name. But his name is the most Canadian name ever. He has like Beaver in his last name. He had like Beaver in his last name, so it was the most Canadian name ever. I think let's name him John Beaver or something. John Beaver. Yeah, his alias is John Beaver from now on, but his actual last name is Beaver. So John Beaver in this train was like talking about weed so loudly. I think it was late at night. I think it was like 9 p.m. at night. Oh wait, no, not 9 p.m., but 10 p.m. because it was actually dark. But fun fact, did you know 9 p.m. and 8 p.m. in Canada is just sunset, equivalent of a sunset to the Philippines. So if it was like 6 p.m., it would still be like sun out. There's still sun. There's still sun out in Canada. 8 p.m. there's still sun, so it's still bright. Yes, it's like bright as hell. Like 8 p.m. 8 p.m. in Philippines is dark as hell, but 8 p.m. in Canada is still bright as fuck. Yeah, fun fact. That's how different countries work. Some countries last like months, weeks, or no, some countries like last weeks before they could see a sun, you know? Yeah, I think that was the North Pole, South Pole, or I think that was Greenland or Iceland. I don't remember. But that's basically the time zone, how the time zone works in Canada. But anyway, John Beaver was talking about weed in public like 10 p.m. And at 10 p.m. there was like, you know, like, dude, I got like the sickest weed right now, and I don't wanna like put this back in our Airbnb because there's like strictly no drug policies in Airbnb, so I'm gonna just give this to you. So he was like handing out weed to these two Scottish people in the train, like, hey, you guys want some weed? Because I can't bring this home because we have strictly no drug policies in Airbnb. They would fuck us if they ever find drugs. And he was like talking about that loudly in the train. Like, I was like, so it was like a surreal experience. You can't do that in the Philippines. If you talk about that in the Philippines, you'd get arrested or worse, get shot, you know? It's such a weird thing in the Philippines. My God, I was like standing. The seats were full. I was standing next to them. My arms were like in the support things, whatever. And my God, I was listening to this dude ramble for the next 30 minutes. He was talking about his entire lifestyle, you know, how he does weed, how he met his parents and all that, you know, how he met his parents, you know, how he met his friends, you know, how he has Scottish friends and all that to relate to the Scottish people he was like talking to. It was like a surreal experience. It was so bizarre. Someone talking weed out loud on the train. Everyone's so tired as fuck and he doesn't even care, you know? So weird. It was so bizarre. Bivard. I was about to say bivard. It was so bizarre. Sana all my pension in the form of weed. No. Weed is bad. Weed is terrible, you know? I mean, weed is not terrible, you know? Actually, there's actually medicinal benefits to actually smoking weed, but it's actually in just a regulated form for us to intake, not in a way. It's just like basically any other drug, you know? Weed is like a medicinal herb. Drugs are like medicinal and it will give you side effects. Weed is good. Weed is good for us to overdose because it actually gives us a good feeling. It makes us laugh. But, you know, anyway, whatever. I'm not going to that train of thought, but whatever. Weed is like any other drug, but, you know, they legalized it in Canada. They legalized it in Canada so people would actually use it. I don't know why they legalized it, but yeah, sure. Weed is legal. Anyone can talk about it. And there's actually a store about cannabis too. Where was it? Cannabis. Cannabis store, Canada. Like, I was like joking around. What the hell is that? Weed? Is that a weed store? And like, yeah, it's actually a weed store. Like, oh, seriously? It's actually a weed store? Like, really now? I was so interested about weed being legal there. Crikey. Where was it? There we go. I got it off from Google, but this is what the store is named. Cannabis store. Yeah, you can actually just walk in and buy some weed, but no, you need some receipts first, you know? You don't buy it for the sake of buying stuff, you know? You need to have like a note, a doctor's note. You need to have a referral from the doctor for you to buy that. But people get away with it, you know? People get away. No one confirms this. They just need a doctor's note. And that's how you'll be able to get weed. And boom, they got weed. Hi, Kami. I just wanted to say that you're one of my greatest speech VTuber. Bro, I love you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. I love you too. See, we're all wholesome here. How does the weed taste? How does weed taste? Funny thing is, I'll talk about that later. So weed. So, I want to talk about the weed, but I don't know if I should say this. I don't know if I should say this because I'm in the Philippines right now and I don't think it's gonna be legal if I bring this up. Wait, you tried weed? Technically, I tried weed. Technically. So here's my weed experience. So, you know, our relatives and my family had a get-along, a get-together, you know, because we visited Canada. So, we visited Canada. My relatives like, let's throw a party. And, okay, they're gonna invite their friends, and then we're gonna go and socialize with those friends. And then, okay, it's not a high session, okay? It's not a high session. Did you try weed? Technically, I'll get to that later. But anyway, what happened was, I got to meet these beautiful people. I got to meet my cousin, you know. If you guys know my story from last time, the one that I had a crush on back when I was a kid, yeah, I met my apparent hot cousin and her boyfriend and her who else? Yeah, 2 other friends. Yeah, basically, it was my cousin, my cousin, her boyfriend, and two of these beautiful people. So basically, we were like having a get along. And then and then after the party, you know, we got so well together, you know, we played billiards and all that. So after the party, they handed me what was this? What was it called? A package. They handed me a package. It's gummy bears. Believe me or not, it was weed. Her boyfriend. No need to focus on the boyfriend part, okay? No need to focus on the boyfriend part. But anyway, you know, these 2 friends from my cousin and from my relatives gave me this package that says gummy bears on it, you know? Gummy bears. And then I took a bite out of it like, yo, this doesn't taste like gummy bears at all. Like, what the hell? This doesn't taste like gummy bears at all. This is totally different. What is this? And then she whispered to me, it's gummy weed. Yes, that's right, Angel. That's right, Angel. It was actually gummy weed. So it was actually manufactured weed into candy. Gummy weed. It was this. Okay, I'm gonna and the taste of gummy bear weed is actually very sour. Fun fact, if you taste gummy bear weed, it's actually really, really sour gummy bears, you know? Because it does not belong. It does not belong to the category of candy at all, and it tastes so fucking weird. Oh, what? Yes. What? What indeed? What? And like, yo, did you just seriously feed me weed? And then, you like it? And I was like, yeah, I like it a lot. So I took the package from her hand and I started munching on them, you know? Like, nom, nom, nom. It's actually really good, you know? I like sour stuff. I like sour stuff, but it felt weird at the first time. So at the second time, it felt so nice. Just like any other drug. First time weird. Second time good stuff. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking. It's like the parang parehas lang yan sa ano. Sa pag-inom ng alak, uminom ka lang, pangit lasa, pero pag pangalawang beses masarap na yan, pare, maniwala ka sa akin. I'm joking. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't drink moderately. Don't Don't do it, kids. Don't do it. I know kids are watching right now. Kids are definitely watching. Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs. I ate drugs. I didn't do drugs. I ate drugs, but that's technically consuming drugs, okay? But still, don't do drugs, kids. Mine was an accident, but later down the line, I chose to do it anyway, you know? I tasted weed and blah blah blah. I liked it anyway. And then I asked, where do you buy this? And then, oh, is it a special store? And then as she was about to give me the answer to where they were selling this, because I was planning on bringing them back to the Philippines with me, but I was so caught up in the moment. I didn't think that I forgot to think, oh yeah, Philippines, the drug thing, it's not okay here. So I thought, okay, never mind. Never mind. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna buy the weed candy. I might get arrested, you know? As soon as I land at the airport, they arrest me in some shit. I was afraid for my life, okay? I was about to bring home weed candy. Because I thought, this is for content, okay? This is gonna be for content, and I'm gonna describe to you how it tastes, what it looks like. I'm gonna take a picture of it and whatever. But I forgot. Oh my god, Philippines! If they ever catch me with this kind of drug in my baggage, they'll definitely fuck me up. Pasalubong ni Kami at drugs. Gusto niyo yon? Gusto niyo yon? Weed. Those who give me like a super red chat, red super chat, I will personally deliver you red weed, you know, with my signature on it. With my signature. Here's your weed candy. Yeah, I will definitely LBC the fuck out of this weed candy. I swear to God. But I don't have it, okay? I don't have it. But if you have like, if you dare me to do it, I swear to God. Hi, Sanyung Maple Tree. Hi, Elaine. Welcome to the stream. Hi. Hi, Elaine. It's been a while, haven't we? I just got back from Canada, Elaine. Yeah, I just got back, and I had like the most insane story about weed. Have you ever tried weed candy before, Elaine? Or Dasai? Hi, Dasai. Hi, welcome to the stream, my little brother. Have you ever guys tried weed before? It's actually really sour. And I was actually trying to... thinking of like, bringing stuff back in the Philippines. But I was like, maybe I'll get arrested if I bring this stuff back at home. No, I won't be doing any of that ever again. Welcome back, Kamiya. Spike the brownies. The brownies! Oh shit! I have a story. This is gonna be a fucked up one, okay? This is gonna be a fucked up one because it is literally the worst. I don't think I should be saying this. Okay, I'll twist the story a little bit so it won't be as bad, okay? So it happened in the Philippines. Someone spiked... It wasn't a brownie, but it was a lumpiang Shanghai. Do you know lumpiang Shanghai? It was a lumpiang Shanghai. And someone spiked it with weed, okay? Like in the Philippines. I won't rat out who it was, but it was definitely spiked. So I think back when I was still with my toxic friends, we were like just hanging out. You know, we were just like hanging out, just like doing regular stuff and all that. So there's this place we all gathered, you know, old friends and all that. So it's like a potluck thing, you know, potlucks, people bring food and all that. So this toxic friend brought in a potluck that's Shanghai, and then we were like digging in, blah, 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 delicious Shanghai, and then he kept one in a special container. And like, why are those 3 Shanghais in a special container separated from the rest? Explain to me. Are those special? Are those like dynamites? Explain to me. Are those like dynamites? Because I want to taste them. And then, yeah, it sure is dynamite, but not the one that you expect it to be. Like, what? Like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? So, it's a different type of dynamite. It's an explosion of high, basically. So, we were like chilling, and then he opened this container, like later in the party, later in the meeting, our meetup, and like, oh, dig in, guys, dig in. And then I did gladly. I wasn't able to like grab it because I was like full with the potluck, you know. I brought in donuts and they brought in stuff. And thankfully I was full at the time. So the people who actually ate the spiked Shanghai with the weed in it, they got like stuff going on. They were acting pretty funny. they were acting pretty funny in their seats, you know. They were supposed to sit normally, but they were acting pretty kind of funny, you know. I thought they were like drunk or something, you know, too much to drink, but something tells me it's more than just a drink, you know. It's more than it. They were like starting fucking laughing everywhere, like, what the fuck is going on? Are you okay? Are you sick? And then someone's throwing up in the bathroom. Someone just ran into the toilet and threw up. And like, what? Yo, why did you throw up? Like, is everything okay? And this son of a bitch said, I spiked it with weed. And then oh, what? You did that? How'd you spike it with weed? We're just here to eat food. Please. Could you please bring normal food just this once? We're just here to have fun. Why'd you spike it with weed? And then, you know, and then, where'd you even get it from, I asked. And then, I ain't no snitch. He ain't telling. He ain't saying, but he said, I got it from a good place. I got it from a good place. And then, what the fuck? Damn. And then I cut ties immediately with him. Like, oh my god. I refused to talk to him, you know? It was such a shitty move because, I think one of them was pregnant at the time. And imagine feeding it to, I don't know if she ate it or not, but oh my god. See, the reason why I got so angry, you know, if it was everything would have been fine, but you know, one of us was like, one of them was like pregnant. And then I sure hope to God she didn't eat that. I sure hope to fucking God you did not make her eat that. And then I wasn't there to see everything, so I was just hoping that nothing bad happened, you know, but when I wasn't looking, and I wish we knew ahead of time. Imagine lumpiang toge. Tama spelling? I don't know too. Toge. And basta yung veggies. Yes. Tapos weed yung veggies. Yeah, that's basically it. Lumpiang toge. I think that was it. Lumpiang toge. And one of them was weed, apparently. End of story. Yeah, yung baby, toxic nila, yes, it was toxic. I immediately cut ties with him, you know? Immediately, like, over. I wouldn't want to be associated with people who, like, did drugs and all that. Man, such a twist, you know? I came from Canada experience to the Philippine experience. Canadian experiences in Canada, very weed-like, you know? Very fun, weedy, and very chill. But in the Philippines, if it's associated with weed, everything is just terrifying. If you talk about weed in the Philippines, you have a bad time. If you talk about weed in Canada, you're having a good time because it's legal. Mindset, guys, mindset. If it's legal somewhere, it's a good time. It's a good talk. It's a good talk. In the Philippines, not a good talk. Not a good talk. Nako, from now on, titingnan ko yung lumpia. Well, to be fair, I did not know what weed looked like back then. I did not know what cannabis looked like at the time. So basically, you know, anything goes as long as it tastes good. Weeds. Mindset ba mindset? Oh, mindset ya pare! Mindset ya pare! Jesus Christ. Anyways. Back to Canada. Let me go to one of the photos again. So one of the dishes that I first immediately tried in Canada was actually the pasta, you know, the pasta dishes. Because when we first landed in Canada, our first food was actually Italian food, you know? We were like curious, what would Italian food taste like and what would spaghetti taste like in Canada compared to the Philippines, you know? So we went to this spaghetti factory, I believe. I think it was the spaghetti factory. Spaghetti. Let me. Spaghetti factory. The old spaghetti factory, you know? Let me search. They don't have a logo for that. So anyway, so they have this old spaghetti factory and we were sitting in the most comfiest spot and we felt so rich at the time, you know, because Italian food with the meatballs and lasagna. It felt so great. It looks so great. It looks so beautiful, you know, graceful compared to the ones that we have in the Philippines. And yeah, I'm looking through Google, okay? I want to share photos. I didn't have the time to move the photos back to my PC, you know, because I was doing stuff. And then immediately as I went home, I streamed, okay? Okay, so anyway, the first thing that I tried in Canada was actually the pasta, the spaghetti, and all that. Pasta, spaghetti, the lasagna, yeah, that. And one key difference that I noticed in Canadian dishes or in Italian dishes is that it is not very sweet. Because in the Philippines, spaghetti is very sweet because our palates like sweet stuff, you know? Philippines like sweet stuff. If you try Jollibee, it's actually really sweet. The spaghetti sauce is really sweet. Yeah, it's too sweet. It's too sweet and it's not the Italian experience. It's actually from tomato sauce, you know? Actual real tomato sauce that isn't artificially sweetened like Jollibee's. It doesn't give you diabetes. It isn't sugary. It's just pure fresh spaghetti sauce. And it was so delicious. It was so delicious. Let me show you a picture of what it looked like. Of what the spaghetti looked like, basically. Sorry for downloading images from Google, you know. I didn't have the time to save the images back to my PC. Alright, there we go. Oh, come on. Save the image, please. Save image. Save image. There we go. And there we go. This is what it looked like. Like, oh, so this is what real spaghetti looks like. It doesn't have hot dogs in it. It doesn't have hot dogs, doesn't have anything on it. You know, it cooks different. You know, it cooks really, really different. I've had, like, good spaghetti in the Philippines, not just Jollibee spaghetti. I'm allergic to tomatoes. Aw. That means you can't eat anything that has like sauce in it, you know? I don't know about that. Oh, that's sad though, Elaine. But this is the spaghetti that I had. It tastes so delicious. Just looking at it, it made me remember the tomatoes. Ah, so delicious. So delicious. And the lasagna too. Heavenly. Very, very heavenly. It's not like sweetened like in the Philippines because they put tons of sugar in it. And sugar is definitely not the way for you to enjoy your spaghetti. Very, very weird. And also the lobster. Wait, I think I saved my lobster. Let me transfer it. So, have you ever tasted lobster before in your life? Lobster? Hi, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Sakto lang. Yep. Okay, so everyone has been hyping up. Everyone be hyping up their what do you call this? Oh shit. Oh no, I haven't saved it. Wait. Lobster. Let me look it up. Sorry. It's taking some time. Wait. It's taking some time. Wait. Ah, no. Come on, show up. Lobster. Oh no, it's not showing up. Wait. Wait, I'm looking for it. No, it's not showing up. Believe me, I had lobster. I have a picture of it. I'm not lying. I have a picture of it. Wait. I'm not lying. I got pictures of it. I have proof. You have to believe me by word. Come on. Wait a minute. You know, this is why I hate looking stuff up like beforehand. Like during the stream, I hate looking stuff up because I believe that there is dead air, and I hate dead air so much, you know? Since I have studied like communications and media before, I think dead air is such a bad idea. And if I keep silence, I think televisions would be such a terrible idea. Where is it? Come on! I know it's here. Come on. I swear it's here. It's here somewhere. Come on. Oh no, I'm losing subscribers. People aren't believing me. They're unsubscribing. They don't believe I have lobster. I had lobster. Come on. Where is it? Where is the lobster? I'm trying to find it. Please show up. I swear to God. Please show up. Please. Oh no, it's not here. Wait. It's here. I'm almost there. I'm scrolling as fast as I can. I'm scrolling so hard right now. Please believe me. I'm not lying. It's here somewhere. Oh my God, it's so long. Why are you sending so many messages? I sent in. Okay, found it. Totoo yan! Maniwala kayo! It's here. Wait. Almost there. You guys are gonna feel really stupid right now for doubting me. It's not showing. Oh, there we go. And boom, it's too big. It's too big. So, this is the lobster that I had. Everyone be pretty hyping up. Everyone's hyping up my, everyone's been hyping up the lobster, you know? Yeah, lobster's pretty delicious, you know? It's pretty exotic. Pretty delicious. And borderline the taste of heaven. Everyone be saying like that, you know? Lobster. And we ate in this fine dining restaurant, you know? Fine dining, you know? Everything's on a hot plate, you know? Gordon Ramsay. What are you doing, you fucking idiot? Everyone's like that in the kitchen. No, I'm joking. Oh, seriously. Not cooked enough. It's raw. It's fucking raw. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's not. It's not raw. It's actually well cooked. But in my opinion, lobster's overrated. Lobster is pretty much overrated in my opinion. People keep saying it tastes delicious. Yes, it's actually mushroom rice. This is lobster with mushroom rice. Have you ever had... Yes, it's technically just a big shrimp. It's like a giant shrimp. People are overreacting to the taste of lobster. Like lobster, oh, delicious, delicioso, muy delicioso. Like very delicious. Sobrang sarap. Ubod ng sustansya. But no, it's actually not. It's like an oversized shrimp. Okay, I was like waiting and eager for this dish to come out of the hot plate. So they served it to me and I was like, oh boy, let me take a picture of this. Let me take a memorabilia of this so that I would not forget this moment. And the moment I took this picture, just utter disappointment, really. Just disappointment. Yes, it's mushroom rice. It was on their menu. Mushroom rice with lobster. And then fancy name, whatever. It's mushroom rice topped with mushrooms and with a side of lobster and butter. It's like that. Whatever. I forgot what it was called, but it was fancy name-ish, but this is mushroom rice with lobster, basically. But it didn't taste any different, in my opinion. It didn't taste any different from any of the shrimps that I've been eating. Is that it? All my life, I've been hyping myself up for eating lobster, and this is the thing? This is just it? Are you serious right now? Come on, I could have eaten like shrimp, but oh, okay, whatever. It's like an overpriced shrimp, basically. Overpriced, oversized shrimp, basically. So, if you guys are planning to try lobster, try maybe a different style of cooking, because mine was like cooked like this. It was like barbecued or something, you know. I was expecting more out of this, but no, it isn't good. It isn't any of that. It isn't that tasty for me to comment. It was delicious, not gonna lie. It was delicious, but not as tasty as I thought it would be. There's a difference. Sinigang na lobster. Oh, I think that would taste great though. Instead of sinigang with shrimp on it, I would love to have like a giant lobster instead, you know, so that the meat would be tender and all that. Adobong lobster. No. Adobong lobster. I doubt it would taste any delicious though. But I'm imagining. If I were to get the ingredients, sure. But in the Philippines, it's expensive. In Canada, it's expensive too. So who knows? Who knows? Golly. So that's about it as so far as I could remember. So if you guys are like eager to ask me anything else to boggle my memory up, you know, to jog my memory, because I think I've left out a lot of details in Canada that I need to talk about. So feel free to ask, because I think I might have forgotten some important things in my adventure. So feel free to ask questions, you know. Ginataang. How about kare-kareng lobster? No. Pasalubong. The pasalubong, I've said it before, the pasalubong was actually cancelled, you know? My pasalubong was actually weed candy, but it turns out if I bring home weed candy, I might get demonetized and arrested, and probably, you know, get detained in the airport. Maple syrup. So, there's actually this thing going around in Canada, like maple syrup. I haven't actually tasted maple syrup. I was actually tempted to buy maple syrup, you know? Because everyone's been saying, buy maple syrup, taste maple syrup in Canada because it tastes delicious. Because it's their #1 thing, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that, you know? Sorry about that. Bring maple trees? I have been seeing maple trees, though. In Canada, there's lots of maple trees and pine trees. Pine trees, believe me, a lot of them. I I think in Baguio there's pine trees. Yes, in Baguio there's pine trees. But in anywhere else, I don't think there's any pine trees in the Philippines. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maple tree pretty. Yes, yes, it is. How's cycling? Oh, Canada! Yes, cycling. Oh yeah, I forgot about cycling. So, in Canada, and in comparison to Philippines, tell me, does cycling in the Philippines sound good to you? Is it a good experience? Yes or no? I'm gonna ask the community about this one. Is PH cycling bike lane good? Is bike lane good in the Philippines? Let me see how many people are in disagree or in agree. Let's see. No. Okay, that's a lot of no's. Okay, so since we're on the topic of no, I'm just here to say Canadian bike lanes are the shit right now. They're like so wide. The roads are wide. People aren't like tugging. They aren't fighting for the road just like the Philippines. Because if you're in the Philippines, bike lanes are being overrun by motorists. You know, some car drivers, some motorcycle drivers. They're taking over the bike lane. They're taking over the bicycle lane. Instead of you just cycling your way through, safely navigating your way to your destination, there's actually a good chance you might run into a car. But in Canada, it's actually wide enough for you to enjoy a bike ride, you know? We actually circled an entire island. So there's this what do you call this? There's this park in Canada where there's like a dedicated lane for just biking. So it's just a road for biking. So we circled around the island and it felt so good because I shit you not, I have always wanted to say on your left. On your left. You know, when you overtake someone, or you're planning to overtake someone, you say on your left so that they would move away from the left and you would overtake them. I have always wanted to say that. You know, because in the Philippines you can't say on your left, because if you go on your left, there's cars. There's motorcycles everywhere. You can't go to the left. It's just one straight line, basically, in the Philippines. But in Canada, you can go left, right. You can change lanes in the bike lanes. My God, it's that wide. I have never felt so free in Canada. The air was cold, the environment was cold, the people were nice, the roads were wide. There were less cars on the road, it was less congested and less polluted. Damn, Canada has everything that we don't have! And they have no masks! God, I want to live there so bad. God, I want to live there so badly. But unfortunately, you know, Philippines still a good part. Philippines still has strings attached to my heart, you know? It still weighs deeply in my heart. If I leave Philippines, certainly I will miss everything about it, but you know, the comfort of life is way better than the sentimental values that's going on around here in the Philippines. Yeah, nadapa ako dyan, yes. I miss the Philippines. I miss tripping on the roads. I miss stepping on shit. Oh yeah, I miss that too. But in Canada, you know, if there's actually dog shit on the road, you know, they would actually track down the person who left that dog shit on the road. Like, who did this? Who did this? You're gonna get fined, you know? If you did something bad in Canada, you're gonna get fined because they have a good legal system there. My God. Both ways are horrid. Weed is legal in Canada. Yes, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Did you get any side chicks? Oh, side chicks! Okay. So, you know, Okay, here's another funny story in Canada, you know. Here's another funny story in Canada. You know, I wasn't hooking up with anyone in Canada, but there was this actual lady that I happened to talk to, you know. So I was in a boat ride and I wasn't doing anything, like I was just talking, you know. People were like talking and then talking and talking. So and yeah, we were just like talking because she's our tour guide, okay? She's just our tour guide. I'm not talking to anyone like fucking relationship or not. I'm not hitting on anyone. It's just a tour guide. But my mom, was like, but as soon as we got off the ride, I was like because I was like in a lively conversation with her, and my mom thought that I was into her. So my mom was like, yo, you should marry that white chick over there so we could have like unlimited tours. Like, what the fuck, mom? Mom, no, stop. Don't. I'm not dating a white chick, all right? Okay? No, I'm not dating anyone. I'm not dating anyone at the moment. No. Because my mom is like, marry a white girl. Marry a white girl. Because you know, I got Asian girls. I got Filipino girls, and yeah, they're Asian, you know? Add white girls to the list. Goodness gracious. Come on, Mom, I'm just being friendly. That's not flirting. We were just being friendly. I was asking about the destination, and fun fact! Oh shit, I almost forgot about this. So I was talking to the tour guide, you know? So their lakes are actually fucking disgusting. One thing I have to say this to you. Their lake is fucking disgusting. So we were like having a tour in this boat, right? So people would think that this is safe to jump into because it's so clean water. It's a clean water, you know? Everyone has their bikini on, and then I was like, hey, maybe the water is safe to touch, you know, because it's so blue. And then I asked the tour guide, like, can I jump in the water? I asked her. And then she said, no, that's most of our sewage goes to. And like, what? So I feel so sorry. I felt so sorry for the people who were like jumping in the water because the tourists were jumping in the water. No one's warning them. They were like jumping in open sewage. Like, like, did you even tell them? I asked her, did you even tell them that this is sewage that they're swimming on? And then, no, we didn't. It's a free country, you know. And yo, I swear to God, as soon as we landed on the dock, I felt sorry for the kid who was like playing on the water because I saw under the docks there was like heaps of trash under it. There's like floating grease everywhere, you know, like from the restaurants. So they were like dumping them in there. And there was this kid who was like playing with the water. Like, oh my god. Oh, I'm so sorry, kid, but you're gonna have to deal with that once you find out the truth, you know? He was like playing in the water. He was having fun. There were these girls too with the two-piece on. They were on a bikini and all that. They were like jumping. They became stinky. They haven't even smelled the water. My god, oh my god. I immediately asked for her to give me some rubbing alcohol. You know, some sanitizers if she has any. And then, okay. Land ho. We safely arrived. And funny thing is, no wonder there weren't any, like, ducks or seagulls that were, like, looking for fish over there. Because it was, like, basically no fish because of the sewage, you know, because they died. There's no fish there. There's no fish in the fucking sewage. It's you know, you get my point. Most of the birds, most of the goose. Yes, Canada has lots of goose, by the way. They have lots of geese They have lots of geese in their parks. That's the cute part though, because you don't rarely see geese running around in a park, and they don't fear any humans because people have like been feeding them breads and all that. But you know, feeding animals too much is actually illegal. Feeding animals might look cute, but it's actually bad because they would actually rely on human help, and they will become very dependent on their source of food, and they might get attached. So that's gonna be a problem once they get too attached to people. They'll become very dependent, and by dependent, I mean they will start looking into trash. They will start digging into the dumpsters, and they will look for the specific food that they had grown attached to. You get what I mean? That's why nobody feeds them cheese, nobody feeds them pizza, because if they find pizza and they find it delicious, they would track down that scent and go to different houses. Oh, another story. So, you heard me talk about like black bears, right? You heard me talk about black bears. So, black bears are very native in Canada. So, they invade houses. They go to houses, especially if you're near a forest. They will go into your house. Like literally, they will rummage through your home. They would open the doors because in Canada, there's no such thing as gates. There's no such thing as gates in Canada and America. There's no such thing as those. So they would sometimes break into the doors. And guess what? There's a bear inside your living room. God, that's so weird. That's so weird, not gonna lie. Imagine going home seeing a bear, because I've heard stories. I've heard stories of like from my relatives that they had a friend that their house was broken into by a bear, and there was like a bear inside their house, and they were like looking. Yeah, I want a bear. No, you wouldn't want a bear. I mean, yes, I would want to pet a bear too. I would want a bear that's docile, okay? That's friendly. From the Care Bears, We Bear Bears, as long as those are cute, okay? Cartoons, whatever, they're fine. But real bears, they're cute but deadly, you know? Want to touch them, but not really. Teddy bear na lang. Yeah, just Canada things, yeah. Weeds and bears and gang wars. Yeah, basically Canada. So I summed up Canada by weed, guns, bears. Oh no, there's no guns. Weed, gangs, bears. Yeah, basically that is... Oh yeah, syrup. Don't forget syrup. Weed, gangs, and bears. Those are what technically the most memorable things that ever happened in Canada, basically. Ah, such fun memories. Killer bears. Hey, bears are killers if you only treat them wrong, okay? Treat them with respect and distance. They won't go and kill you. Okay? Treat them with respect. If you see a bear, run. Always bring a bear spray with you, because if you spray a very potent material on their nose, or very strong, a very strong sensory, you know, bear sprays actually have like a very strong scent to them. So it actually scares the bear away because it confuses them, you know, because the noses of the bears, fun fact, the noses of the bears are actually very, very sensitive. So if you're being attacked by a bear, I suggest if you are pinned down by one and you're in self-defense, I suggest you punch the bear in the nose. You know, just make the bear very confused, because most of the sensory organs of the bears are very focused on the nose. That's how they track their prey. And if they get overloaded by the senses, they would be confused and just run off. Hopefully they would run off, but don't do that at home. Don't try this at home. But yeah, poor bears, if they attack you, it's not their fault. You gotta believe me. If animals attack you, it's not their fault. It's just in their nature to defend themselves, to eat, you know. It's not our fault. It's our fault from venturing far deep into the depths of the forest than we rather need to, you know? The growing expansion of humanity is the death of nature itself. But we have to take care of nature in order for us not to get endangered ourselves, you know? Instinct. They're animals by nature, you know, so obviously they would hunt, they would need food. And if they have no food, they'll have to just eat you, yeah. But fun fact, we are less likely to be eaten because we are actually the least healthiest options, for animals to eat because we are very highly toxic. You know, the things we eat, the chemical changes that we have gone through ever since we are like eating and digesting different types of materials, it wouldn't be able to be compatible for the materials that's inside animals. You know? Because given this, there was actually this incident that happened in the United States wherein there was this alligator attack. It would actually not completely entirely eat a human because, you know, it's disgusting to them, you know? The taste is different. It's not what they're supposed to eat. It's not how regular meat tastes like, you know, because of the different contents that we eat, and it changes the quality of the material that we have within ourselves. The most toxic mammals. This turned out to be a nature story in the end. So ask away before I forget any of the experiences, you know? This is Uncle Kamiya. This is your uncle sharing you stories, you know? This is Youngins Kamiya sharing you the adventures of Canada. Feel free to ask any questions because I might forget them. You know, I actually forgot about the sewage. My god, a lot of things are happening in Canada that I forgot. Uncle? More like daddy. Oh yeah, yes. Oh yeah, I'm not uncle. I'm a daddy. Yeah, I'm a daddy. Ask Kamiya Sensei, is there other animal that is friendly other than dogs and cats? Other than that, I think it would be... No, I think it would be bias. I think the only harmless animal that would come to mind, in my opinion, would be the rabbits. Because rabbits are, in nature, are the only ones capable of being domestic, in nature, domestically, domestic... What is this? Domestic... I don't know, because... Rabbits are just prey, in my opinion, because they can't kill anything in the animal kingdom. They can't kill anything. They don't eat anything. They're just rabbits, in all, you know. They don't have domesticated. Yes, they can be domesticated. But there are wild I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm talking about. But in my opinion, though, rabbits are easily one of the best animals to domesticate because, you know, they're not predators. They're not predators. They don't eat any other animals other than grass. They only eat grass. And yeah, that's it. They eat grass. They're fluffy. They reproduce like crazy. Yeah, they reproduce like crazy. Yeah, they multiply by a lot. Looks at Watership Down. Oh yeah, I watched that one. Watership Down. Cursed movies. If you guys have like time to watch that, watch Watership Down. It's very good. It's very good. That's a good movie. It's a very good cartoon movie. Very cursed though. I would gladly die a bear by such an epic death, but I want to be more epic. I will record myself dying in the bear while saying Pog. Don't forget to subscribe. What do you mean? What do you mean, Anna? Anna, I scrolled down through the chat looking for some questions and I saw your bizarre chat. Oh my god, that's actually some good content shit. Getting myself killed for subscribers. Subscribe for more content. Jesus Christ. Very weird. Very weird. But in my earlier days, though, I think I would do that. I gotta go, Sir Kamiya. I'm passing out because I'm sleepy. Anyways, welcome back to the Philippines. Aw, thank you. Yeah, it's getting a little bit late, and I haven't even slept yet, too. Final questions. Final questions before we sleep. Because, it's time for Daddy as well to sleep. And I have to release some videos in a few days. Yeah, I have to release some song covers that I can't wait to show you guys. Do you found a home? Not yet, not yet. We have an apartment though. We haven't found a home yet. As I've said in the previous stream, we will find a home, but we have not yet found a home. But we have an apartment. We have an apartment ready. Not a permanent house yet. What? Kuya Kamiya, is Anda hotter than PH? No, it's not. But, okay, let's talk about the climate here. So, Canada is hot. But not as hot as the Philippines. Because Philippines hot is technically different than the hotness of Canada, you know? Because Philippines has humidity because we are surrounded by a body of water. And if we're surrounded by a body of water, there would be some sort of humid air. There would be water vapor going around the area, you know? So it would be like, you know, condensation and all of that, you know, because of the rain. Raining, it's like a cycle. You rain, it pours, and then it evaporates, it goes to the sky, it falls, basically creating this vapor around the air in the Philippines. It creates a cycle. So if this hot air, combined with the hot air, it produces this sticky feeling that we have in our skins. And if we feel this sticky feeling in our skins, we feel a lot more hotter because we are like in a sauna. Okay, we are like in a very, very hot sauna. And you know how saunas feel. Hot water, hot air, hot everything. Yeah, that. And in Canada, it's dry air. There's no moisture going around. There's no moisture. So basically, you wouldn't be feeling anything sticky. But you would be feeling only the dryness, the constant radiation that's radiating from the sun, which is the ultraviolet rays, yes, because ultraviolet rays actually damage the skin, and which actually gave me a pretty good tan, you know, tan lines. It gave me tan lines because ultraviolet rays from the sun that's concentrated without the vapors around the atmosphere would actually just burn your skin without. It's just like that. It's just like that, okay? It's dry hot, basically. Canada, dry hot. In Philippines, sauna hot, wet hot. It's like that. And to your families, know that you're a VTuber. No, they do not know I'm a VTuber. But I have told some of my friends, some of my Canadian friends. I told my cousin, my cousin. Yeah, I told my cousin that I am a VTuber, and with her with her friends. I think. Yeah, I think I mentioned before. I think I mentioned before. No. Yeah, I think I mentioned before this stream, yeah, there were two friends. I told the two friends that were in my party that I am a content creator. And then I showed them my videos. And then this is what I do. Like, what? Seriously? You do this? And they subscribed. And they were like watching it immediately. Did you voice this? Oh, God. Golly. And they were like shoving it in my face, like, oh, you got a good voice. And then, okay. Aw, thank you. Oh, so wholesome. But I haven't told my parents, though. I haven't told my parents. So far as I've said, I only told my parents that I am a content creator, but I never told her what specific type of content I'm making. I'm doing broadcasts, Mom. but not VTubing, because VTubing is honestly more embarrassing than streaming. Than streaming with your regular thing, you know? And it's so embarrassing. Free promotion. Yeah, I gained additional 2 subscribers from that party. Thank you very much. Thank you very much from that one. Shout out to you, Alice. Shout out to you, Alice. Thank you. And yeah, shout out. Lance, you too. Shout out to you too. If you're watching this right now, don't dox me. Lance, Alice, love you. Lucky. Shout out. DJ Pusikamiya. Ay, oo, DJ po ako. DJ. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Ako po ay si DJ Kamiya at magandang gabi nga ang nangyayari ngayon. Oo, maraming pangyayari at I don't know. I haven't done Konyo moment. But no. Okay, I think that's about it. For now. But I will be streaming more often, okay? I will be streaming more often. Love radio. Love radio. Love radio. 39.5. I don't know. Is that even right? Am I even saying things right? In a world filled with imagination, here comes Dynasty 6. Perfection. Yeah. Perfection is the key. When you're Kamiya, you will never ask to be someone else. In a world of VTubers, there is only one that stands among them all, and his name is Kamiya. Honest trailer voice, yeah. In a world, yeah, this is his voice, reading it out loud. Maybe I am him, who knows? Rest well. Narrator, yeah, narrator. DJ Kamiya. 99.5. Love Radio. Love Radio. Abangan sa susunod sa ABS-CBN. Abangan sa susunod. Nanibago na. From DJ Khaled. No, I don't know. But anyway, I'll be streaming very often than not. I'll be streaming very often now, and I'll be uploading content very, very often than usual. Instead of like 2 streams a week, I'll maybe try 3 streams a week, you know? And do horror games, because you guys are dying for me to play a horror game, you know? Because seeing my freakishly manly screams is what energizes most of you at night. And I will be doing that in the future as well. So I will take into consideration about the horror games in the future. No, I will take into consideration about the horror games that you will be suggesting for me to play in the future is what I'm trying to say. But keep an eye out, alright? Keep an eye out. I'll be playing more horror games and gameplay and streams and content and basically whatever that comes to mind. I will be doing whatever I can to provide you with the best thing in life. I'll be going back to Canada in November, don't worry about it. I'll be back to Canada around November-ish, and you'll probably won't be seeing me I don't know, for a few more days or something. I don't know. But I'll bring a computer this time, okay? I'll bring a computer so I can actually do some content. Kamiya screaming Pog. Pog! Okay. I think that's about it. We've gone on for too long, and this is goodbye. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and don't forget about the 2 very important covers that I will be uploading this month and the following streams in the future. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you for welcoming me home. I love you very much, and I hope you guys still remember me, because I have been gone for a month and I missed all of you. So I'll be preparing myself to do whatever I can to service all of you. And as always, I'll be seeing you in the next stream. Mata kondo na. Arigato, Jules. Waga no takura mono yo. Arigato ne.